So this one is gonna be different. Not too much craziness going on. We're gonna be nice and calm and explaining to you guys how we met. So if you don't know our names, this is Ricky. I'm Angie.
I'm not Ricky. Bob Vance, bench refrigeration. Bob Vance, bench refrigeration. Bob Vance, bench refrigeration. So how did we meet, Angie?
Oh, how did we meet?
Yeah.
How did
I
we
forgot.
meet?
I was drunk like the whole time.
You probably were.
I don't even remember.
Or maybe you just didn't know that I was always on crack.
What? Are you serious? No wonder your hair looks like that. Just kidding.
Well, you know what? It looks like a vulture pooped on your head.
No, you know, joke's on you because you cut it.
Not the way it looks, the color.
No.
No, you don't even know.
You know, guys, I'm not wearing any pants. This is your video. We just can't be serious.
My neck. My neck. My back. My
crack.
I just didn't want to say it. It all started when Ricky started working at Hobby Lobby in 2012, right? I joined the Hobby Lobby gang like 2013, October 2013. I remember getting Penny, my car, in 2013. It was November 4th.
Yeah, but you drove your mom's minivan.
Yeah, for like a couple months. I think I even have a picture on my Instagram that says like, oh, my 1 year anniversary
With the Penny.
of working at Hobby Lobby. What did you first think?
I honestly thought when I first saw you, obviously I thought you were attractive, like obviously. But I thought like, oh my god, she's probably like super popular. She was like one of like the really popular like, oh my god, girls at high school. And I thought that for like the longest time. Yeah, I thought you were really pretty, but I also thought like I'd never stand a chance with her. Like, for like 3 years there was no chance, and it stayed that way. We just kept working together. We were just friends, you know what I mean? We would talk every once in a while, or just like bump into each other at Hobby Lobby every once in a while. But we never like were like really like we're super close. Like we were friends, but it was like we were like coworkers more than friends. Okay, well you started working, and then like a year passed or like something, and then we started like kind of hanging out and talking, and I was like trying to put out my hardest game and flirting so much. All right, and I think if we were filmed on some of those occasions that we hung out, people would see like, okay, clearly there's chemistry, clearly there's something going on. But to Angie, in those times, I was just some goofy ass dude who worked with her, and she didn't think I was attractive. I didn't have a beard yet. I was just this ugly, skinny little boy with hair and a nose. So we hung out a lot for like 2-3 months straight, and I'm like, oh my god, I really like her. I think she really likes me. And then it struck. I saw a Snapchat. This is honestly a true story. I don't even know if you know this.
What?
I saw a Snapchat.
Of what?
Of you and your boyfriend that I didn't know you had, and you didn't tell me about. And we were talking romantically. Keep in mind, we were talking romantically because you asked me to go to something and I couldn't go. And then I was like, well, now you're gonna go with another dude or something, and you're like, no. So by saying that, it's like, okay, clearly Ricky cares that I'm talking to another guy. So it is, well, we were friendships, and you must have known something romantic was there. And then I just felt really crappy, like really crappy, and I was really sad. But I don't think you really realized how much I like you. I think it was just like, oh yeah, like we were friends and we hung out for a little bit, but you didn't care. And then I remember Laura, one of our coworkers, because she knew I liked you, she was like, her and her boyfriend, they're not gonna last, Ricky, it's okay, just hang in there, they're not gonna last. And I was like, I don't know, and at that point I was just upset and I just didn't care. I was like, you know what, whatever, like, I don't care. And then y'all eventually broke up, and then I started flirting with you again, and then you responded better to my flirtatious acts. I don't know, and then my beard was looking better by that time, and I was at least more attractive to you, I guess. But eventually at some point she came around. So people at Hobby Lobby really knew me, you know, as the person I am. And they would tell you, like, and several women at Hobby Lobby would tell you, like, oh my god, you need to go, like, you know, you need to talk to Ricky, like, y'all should date, y'all be so cute together, blah, blah, blah. And literally, and like, I'm not joking, like, people said that all the time. And Laura, who was one of, like, the key elements, and Yasmin, and Cheryl, and I don't want anyone to feel left out, so I'm not going to go through a list of all the Hobby Lobby employees. But a lot of y'all were telling us that we should be good together.
Finally, my turn to tell the truth. So we were friends and like co-workers and whatnot, and there was at one point a part where we were hanging out quite a bit. But I will say his style of flirting was just a little like different, I guess. Like a friendship, like kind of silly. That was the flirting. Like, let me just make a whole bunch of jokes. So I think it was just a little difficult for me to pinpoint him in his actions and behaviors towards him liking me and whatnot. Yeah, I ended up dating someone. That relationship didn't last. And then that is how our Hobby Lobby friends and coworkers and whatnot, they were like kind of, you know, hyping us up and kind of like reminding us like, hey, like y'all should talk to each other, like y'all would be really cute together, y'all would be really good together. But I did see the impression of you as like, all the girls really like loved him, like all the ladies at Hobby Lobby, oh my gosh, they like loved Ricky. They always wanted Ricky because he had all the jokes, he had all the good words, he was very helpful. He was always helping the ladies. So that's why I was kind of like, dang, like he probably had, like I'm probably not like what he's looking for. Like I didn't think anything of that. Like, oh, I'm his type. Because just the way you presented yourself, like you seemed confident. You seemed like, I don't know, within myself, like I wasn't like as confident and stuff, and like I didn't see you wanting someone like me. So that's why I think it was just like a little frustrating after that moment.
If anything though, if you think about it, no matter what happened previously, look where we're at now. You know, we love hanging out with each other. We're each other's best friends. We do everything together. We love each other so much. We're literally so goofy. It's not about where you came from. It's about where you're going. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have just grabbed you by the face and just... I remember on one of our dates too, I was like holding your hands and I was like looking in her eyes, and that was before when I supposedly wasn't flirting, and I was holding your hands and I was looking at you and we were just staring at each other. If that's not a sign, like I don't know about you guys, but I don't stare at other females that I'm not into and hold their hands.
Yeah, I just didn't know your style of flirting. Like, everyone has a different style of flirting. Like, come on, like, that's a thing. That's such a thing. Like, people can back me up on this one. There's different styles of flirting. Like, yes.
What are the different styles?
Flirting, there is flirting. Okay, it's a general thing. But there's just, I don't know, there's like different ways. Like, there's like a sexual approach. There's like a very calm approach. There's like a friendly, silly. I'm going very broad.
Which approach was that?
Yours was more like a silly, like, friendly kind of vibe. But I think back in that moment, I was like, I don't think he's really flirting with me. I think we're just gonna be like really good friends. Like, really good friends.
There's no such thing as having an opposite sex really good friend. I think a lot of people maybe like they have some friend or boyfriend or girlfriend who has an opposite sex friend that they're like, oh, I've known them forever. There's nothing going on. We're just really good friends. But let's face it, there's a thin line between, you know what I mean, real good friends and like, hey, there's always been something there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, whenever I talk about like, oh, getting your dream girl, like, you were my dream girl. You know what I mean? You, like, I hate saying it, but it hurt whenever you chose another guy because it was like, oh my God, I wanted to be with you so bad. And to me, it was like, my approach of flirting was like something that is going to last a long time. You know what I mean? Like, there's been other girlfriends where it's like, hey, like, I like you, you like me, let's start dating. And that's not what I was trying to do. It was trying to like yeah, we're friendship, we're building something. You know what I mean?
No, and that's the right way. I'm not saying that that's the wrong way. I feel like I didn't know what to expect going into this friendship, relationship. Like, seeing you always working and stuff, like, I really wanted to be with you too. Basically, it started off a little bit rough, and I broke his heart, okay? I already knew that. I could have sworn on my end. I apologize. Yeah, so we started talking officially by the end of 2016. We started dating in 2017. Yeah, we've been dating since then. We actually went to middle school and high school together, so we probably bumped into each other. I mean, we didn't really meet then.
I will say when we started dating, it was very like, because when you know someone for so long, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think like all my other ex-girlfriends, like, I hadn't known them for a long time prior to dating. You know what I'm saying? So when we just started dating, it was very like, oh my god, it was so crazy. We were just so like infatuated with each other. You know what I mean?
We really were, yeah.
We would just sit outside of work, like after work, and like just talking for hours and hours and hours.
Literally hours.
Or like literally just listening to music and staring at each other for hours and hours and hours, and like not wanting to go home.
Wanting to just keep hanging out.
Yeah, there was multiple nights like that. Imagine like going to work and seeing the girl you like really like.
Remember I would bring you lunch every Tuesday?
Yeah, after we started dating. I will say that I think I've always just been so like, I think you're like the prettiest girl in the world.
And you're so sweet.
And I tell you that all the time. But you know, I think like what makes relationships last and what makes relationships work is actually like loving someone for who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I really do love you for who you are. Like, nobody's perfect, and
I think constantly saying that really helps.
yeah, and you really are. Like, to me, when I see you, like, you're just so pretty. Like, so whenever we like started talking and stuff, to me it was like, I'm just the ugly dude who doesn't have like big muscle. And for other guys out there, they'll probably understand, like, when you meet a really pretty girl, because like to me you're the prettiest girl in the world. Like, I literally mean that. Like, I'm not kidding. I never understood what that meant. You hear guys say like, oh my gosh, prettiest girl in the world, or you hear men say that and stuff like that. But like, really, the prettiest girl in the world, the prettiest, like, out of everyone. And now I know what it means to think your woman is the prettiest girl in the world. Like, there's so many like models and stuff out there, but it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? And I legit feel like I have the prettiest girlfriend in the world. So in saying that, like, when we started dating and stuff, me thinking already like, oh my god, she's the prettiest girl ever, how could I ever even begin to compete with other dudes? Because they're also probably like the hottest dudes in the world. They got the big muscles, and they got, you know, the nice $100 barber haircuts that I don't got. And I'm just a dude, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a dude with dad jokes. So trying to date someone who is like the prettiest girl ever, it's like, it's nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking. And I'm speaking to you guys out there who probably feel that right now about someone else significant. Like, when you get that, because I have that now, and I swear, like, it was, I really mean it. Like, there's dudes out there who are just like, oh my god, if I would just have the chance to be with this woman, if this woman would just give me the opportunity to prove to her how I can treat her and how I can love her, then I would never let that go. You know what I'm saying? I would never take that for granted. I mean, to me, I really feel like I have my dream girlfriend. You know what I mean? I obtained her. It took a long time, it took a lot of work, and you didn't even like me at first, but now it's here, and now I have it. And now I have it, and it's like the coolest thing ever, and that's just what it is.
I do have a question for you, but maybe this should be a next video thing.
What's the question?
Question is for Ricky and for guys out there, you know, you want to leave a comment or whatever. Do guys like a challenge? Don't answer. It'll be for next time.
That's a good question too, honestly.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the love and support and the likes.
We really appreciate your subs. I don't want to be one that like is desperate for subs, because it just comes off bad, and nobody likes that. Nobody likes someone that's desperate for subs.
Yeah.
They do. Please sub, like, subscribe. But part of being on YouTube is asking people to do that. So I mean, let's face it. Drop a sub and a like. Yeah. Alright guys,
Alright guys, catch you later. Bye. See you later.
Throw you out the window. Babe, I'm stuck. You're pulling me back. Oh, you're pulling me back. Oh my god.